What up?
Hey, welcome back to Fantasy 5. We still have some fantasy fun for you. We're sorry we didn't upload yesterday. I did make a post about that. But I have been recovering from the flu, which has been the most fun thing ever. It's been a heck of a 6 day.
It's been a treat. It's been a little quieter in the house, I guess.
Oh, thank you.
But no, Hud's
Well,
feeling
no crap, Sherlock.
Hud's feeling better now. So we're gonna get on to our fantasy football. We're back at it again today. We're in a new location today, but that's all good. We are gonna start off with our underrated QB of the week.
You want to start?
I'll get it started. I'm gonna go with A-Rod, Aaron Rodgers. The wild man that he is has actually been on fire the last 3 weeks. He's rekindled the connection with Devontae Adams. They're slinging the ball all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
I think that A-Rod is going to keep it going, and I think the Jets actually upset the Rams this week. A-Rod's my underrated QB of the week. You're in the playoffs. You don't have a QB. If somebody's missing in action, he could be a guy you go out and get. I like A-Rod. Who you got, Hud?
Or you can do Sam Darnold because he plays for the Minnesota Vikings. So you have Justin Jefferson, one as a wide receiver, and Jordan Addison as a wide receiver too. So you have great weapons, and you can throw touchdowns. Like you're a top 10 starting QB this week for the NFL. He will get you. Let's go. You know what? I want to go with 25 plus.
Okay.
So that's a brave
All right.
thing, but
I like it. Yeah, Darnold's having a bounce back year. He's been great.
I would pick him up, but my QBs are Lamar and Goff.
All right, let's roll on. Let's go to Bucks prediction and star of the game. The Bucks play the mighty Dallas Cowboys this week. The Cowboys have struggled tremendously. I like the Bucks in a pretty easy game, 26-17. I think the Bucks defense is the star of the game. Maybe Levante David gets a pick six. I like the Bucks to roll easy in this one.
And I do too. 30-13. I have Mike Evans as my star. He'll catch 10 balls for 100 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, it seems like kind of like a crock pot with Mike Evans. You just kind of set it and forget it. He's a guy that's just always consistent. Has been for years, for a decade plus. He just keeps rolling.
He's a stud.
All right, well, let's keep it closer to home. Let's go with the Chiefs prediction. They're going to play on Saturday this week, which could be an interesting one. Mahomes is going to play with that high ankle sprain. We got the Chiefs and the Texans. Hud's got the hiccups on top of everything else. I'm going to go with the Chiefs, 23-20. But my fantasy stud of the game is actually for the Texans. I'm going with Mr. Joe Mixon.
Yes.
I think that Joe Mixon may not have a ton of yards, but I think he gets into the end zone twice. So maybe 80 total of 2 tuds. And I'm going to go with Joe Mixon. Who you got, Hud? Why you like him?
And before you make a face at me, just note that it's not the Chiefs that I'm going with, because I'm going with the Texans 23-7. Assuming the refs do not help the Chiefs, because average Chiefs can be like, so Mahomes gets possession of the ball and the Chiefs win 60-10.
I've heard it all, folks.
Okay.
I've officially
I acted that out for you.
Officially heard it all. Okay, we're going to go with our...
And Joe Mixon's the stud, and I really need him. I need to beat my older brother to go to the Super Bowl.
Okay, so we both love Joe Mixon. Again, we don't seem to agree on the Chiefs game, but
we never do.
All right, we're going to do a little different one this week we haven't done before. Since there are 4 teams playing on Saturday, we're going to do our Super Saturday Stud of the Week. That means who is your stud player out of all 4 of those games. I think Joe Mixon, of course, is a good pick. But my pick out of the four teams playing, no, it's all good. So you got the Chiefs and the Texans playing. You got the Steelers and the Ravens playing. Your super stud of Saturday is
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon. He's going back to the Joe Mixon well. I love it. Joe Mixon has been a true workhorse for them this year. I think that they're going to continue to feed him. I believe when he has went for over 100 yards, they are 5-2. Is that accurate?
I do.
I think 5-2. So he's the formula. He's the recipe. Give him the ball. Let your defense rush the passer. That's what they do well. That gives the Texans their best chance to win. So I'm going to go with my Super Saturday Stud of the Week. I'm going with the King. Crown him, Derrick Henry. I think the Ravens get back to smash mouth football. They need to win. They must win to have a chance to win that division. I think Derrick Henry goes ham. maybe 125 totals, couple of touchdowns. I like it. Derrick Henry,
Receiving
the king.
and
Rushing, receiving. I think he gets a little bit of everything. I think he gives them everything they can handle in Pittsburgh. So that's what I like. You like Joe Mixon. We're going to do our this or that weekend edition. We're going to do Washington-Philly, little interdivision rivalry game.
Game of the week.
Couple of stud receivers, Terry McLaurin, A.J. Brown. Who you like, Hud? Why do you like him?
Terry McLaurin.
Scary Terry.
He's on my fantasy team for starters. Also, A.J. Brown's numbers haven't been, like, the best this season, yet Terry McLaurin I can count on to get me a good amount of points. So, like, I feel like McLaurin can produce an A.J., like, doesn't it happen every year that A.J. Brown works the first half of the season, then the second half of the season he completely turns off and sleeps?
I think some of that might be Jalen Hurts. Maybe it could be the fact that they're the number one running team in the league. They run more than any other team.
Well, I don't doubt that.
I don't know if he gets the targets that he should, that he deserves. He'll be the first one to tell you that in the media. But I see it. I like Terry. He's got a very higher floor, much safer play. But I'm going to go with the upside guy. I'm going to go with A.J. Brown. His career versus Washington, he averages 93 yards and a touchdown a game. He's had multiple games with over 130 and 2 touchdowns. I think A.J. Brown feast on Washington this week. I like him. If you don't have him in your lineup, you might go get your head examined because he should be an every week starter for you.
You know what? It should be an every week's lineup. Although he's retired, Tom Brady.
He's gonna be in that all-time lineup, baby, every time.
Nah, because if I have an all-time lineup, I'm drafting Tom Brady first.
Okay, I dig it. So, Hud's back on the mend, baby. We're recovering. Dad, Huddy, we out.
Bye, guys. Oh, go win.
Go.